Hey, it's Carolyn with Therapy for the Soul. Welcome back to my channel and to another video. And in today's video, we'll be doing the collective week ahead reading to see what to anticipate with the upcoming energies for the week we're about ready to step into. And so I'm recording this on Sunday, March 12th. So let's go ahead and get started and just begin with the overall energies. Okay, the card we have says recognize your first thoughts. And there's also a message on the back of the card that I'll share with you too, but you can notice if anything stands out to you about the image here. It says this is a day, or we can say a week, of intuitive practice where you acknowledge that your first thought is your best thought and usually corresponds to your clearest intuitive voice. Your goal, to pay attention to your intuition. Okay. And so I feel like this upcoming week is one to really be intentional about your spiritual practices, about connecting with your intuition, with your higher self, really listening to the voice of your intuition. Something that pops in my mind about this, which you might have heard while growing up or experienced, I know I sure did, is when taking a test when you were younger, where you might have had the experience where, you put down all your answers for the test, then you decided to go back one more time to review everything to make sure it was the correct answer. And maybe there were some that you were like, I don't know, maybe this other answer is the better one. You go ahead and change it, then find out once it's graded that the first answer that you identified was actually the one that was correct, okay? And that's what this card really reminds me of. Paying attention to what that first thought is that pops into your minds before you go down this path of overthinking something, okay? And it also makes me think, and it corresponds, I would say, with this experience of taking a test where maybe doubt kicks in, right? To be like, is this the right path? Is this what I really want? Can I really succeed at this? And so for now, it's just recognizing your first thought. This isn't saying you have to take action on your first thought. It's just saying recognize, sit with your first thought. Notice how that thought feels. Pay attention to that intuitive nudge. Okay? And so that is part of our guidance and something to really be intentional about for this upcoming week. I know that there have been some energies that have been showing a lot of transformation, transition happening, letting go and stepping into something new in ways that seem pretty powerful and significant. And so I feel like if that's something that you're encountering, this could also have to do with part of the change that you're going through too. But let's go ahead and get some tarot messages just for some clarifiers around this message. Okay, so we have a couple different tarot cards that came out here. So let's review all of them here. So we have the King of Water to start us off. Trustworthy, honorable, devoted, cautious. Someone you can completely trust. A situation that is safe. A solid romantic relationship. Hidden but well-intentioned emotions. A charitable benefactor. Seeing a counselor. Next, we have the Eight of Swords. The illusion of entrapment. A lack of self-confidence that makes you feel helpless. Being afraid to take action. Take responsibility for your life now. We have justice. Be impartial and objective. Stand up for what you believe. Try to see all sides of a situation. You will win if your position is one of integrity. We have the Lovers. Make true love and deep, intimate friendships. Embrace true love and deep, intimate friendships. Make choices from the heart. Vibrant health or recovery from an illness. And then our bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit. Time spent in peaceful meditation and meaningful solitude. Shine your light as an example to others. Seek out or become a spiritual mentor. Self-discovery. Okay. So in terms of paying attention to our intuition, paying attention to that first thought, I feel like that there is, an energy here of just being in this situation where maybe you want something better for yourself. You want to aspire to something better, or even show up as like the 2.0 version of yourself, stepping into that next level version on your path. But there might be a part of you that does feel like, can I do this? Or feeling trapped. That might be the message that the ego is giving off. Okay, and so it's important to notice this, why it's good to pay attention to what is the first thought and not focusing so much on the thoughts that come after it. It makes me think how in relationships and in different conversations, we're told to try to stay away from the word but if we can, because the word but negates everything that comes before it. So if it might be like, I want to start my own business, but there's all these things I have to do, and what if it might not work out? That's just an example, but it totally takes away from, hey, I have this intuitive nudge that maybe I'm meant to start a business. And so try to just be aware if the word but pops in your head, what comes after it, and really tune into what is that first thought that comes in your mind. Because what's coming after the but, if you experience that, that's going to signify just where you're feeling trapped or where it feels like you just might not being able to move forward. We're being shown that no, listen to your intuition right now, because you are at a time where it is the right time to make some sort of change and some sort of move, or at least preparing for that or thinking about that a bit. It's a situation that's safe. And it's safe to trust these intuitive nudges. Everything's gonna be okay as long as you stick with your integrity during this, okay? Just being true to yourself and to your values and to what's important to you. I feel like through this, you are going to be making choices from the heart. And that might be where that first thought comes from. It might just be this desire or just something that you feel would just feel wonderful. Something you would love to be experiencing that would help maybe your life even feel more fulfilling on some sort of level. It's almost like looking at the idea, how can you create your life where it's one where you're excited to wake up every morning? Okay? And so those are really all about heartfelt experiences and heartfelt choices, okay? And so we really want to just be paying attention this week to what that is, and it might be good to be journaling about this too, to start keeping a written log of this. Now with our Hermit at the bottom of the deck, I do feel like this really speaks quite nicely to this intuitive piece. Because the Hermit is saying to just take some time to go within, take some quiet time with yourself, just being present with yourself, and see what comes through in meditation. What is that thought? What is that intuitive nudge that you're receiving? And so I feel like right now it is Really important to be maybe more of an observer of your thoughts, not getting too caught up in your thoughts, but really connecting with your heart space, your intuitive self, your higher self, the divine, to move into this hermit energy, which is just taking some time out to be present with yourself and your spiritual practices. That really kind of affirms our first card about recognizing your first thought here. Now we're going to go on to our Archangel Michael deck and just see what is a message that the divine has to share about this. Okay, we have two cards that came out here. So we have here, stay the course. Don't panic, you're not on the wrong path. You're just having a bumpy start. Learn from your experiences and keep going. And so this can be such an important message if the ego kicks in to try to talk you out of the path, out of that first thought, out of that intuitive nudge. Just this reminder that you're not on the wrong path. This is the path. These are the divine messages that are coming through to you, okay? And then we also have welcome abundance into your life. Prosperity is on its way to you. Have faith that Source will heal your financial challenges. And so that is a beautiful, encouraging message. And this makes me think of even part of what comes up for you might be like, how am I going to be supported if I follow this path? I hear this a lot from people who feel like that they are just like really tapping into creative passions or things that they're just so passionate and so gifted at, to, feel like, well, I can't do this, for a career because I'm not going to be able to support myself. And so again, that can be this first thought, wanting to maybe like really devote so much like attention and time and to be able to share your gifts with others, but then that other thought comes in that is more fear-based, okay? And so with this, stay the course. You're not on the wrong path. That is the right path. And it might be just different opportunities or ways of going about it are going to be revealed to you, and to just trust that you are going to be supported as you continue to make these heartfelt choices. Stay true to you, stay true to your integrity, and follow your soul's guidance. And I know it can be hard to have faith in something before it arrives. That's really what faith is. But it's just, I would say, just noticing just some of the glimpses of this coming through. And so these are the collective messages for this upcoming week. I hope that it was helpful and that you resonated with the reading. If you did resonate and you would like to go deeper with a personal reading, I do offer those, and I'll put the link in the description box down below where you can learn more about that. So thank you so much for being here with me today, and I'll see you again at the next video. Have a wonderful week ahead. All right, bye-bye.